we doing?
Get ready. We're going viral.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to another installment of the Viral Podcast. I'm your host, Chelcie Lynn.
And I'm your host, Paige, Ginn.
You messed up. I was on track.
Okay, let's go back. And I'm your host, Paige, Ginn.
We'll work on that, okay? We got it last time. We'll work on it. Somebody's off.
Yeah.
I don't think it's me. And that's your last name.
A smoky swirl.
A smoky swirl should know this.
Damn me.
Damn, man, I'm gonna miss you. Oh, I went to the foot doctor yesterday to get for my plantar fasciitis. And they gave me shots, and the lady up front, she goes, I guess she was triple checking my name, and instead of saying Chelcie, she said, dead ass, Chelcie.
Chelcie.
She goes,
Really?
She goes, it's Chelcie, right? And I go, yep, Chelcie.
My
Chelcie.
grandma says it like Chelcie.
Chelcie.
Huh.
And I literally go, she wasn't trying to be funny, and it goes, Chelcie. I go, yep, Chelcie.
Chelcie.
It's like there's a T in there.
But there's no T.
What if you added one? Would you?
I could. I don't think I would, but I could do that.
Because people can barely spell your name now.
Right. Well, and if you think about it, we're adults. I could really do anything. I could change my name to Barbed Wire if I want.
Yeah.
You should.
That'd be cool.
Barbed Wire.
Barbed.
Barbed wire. Or Anal Lisa.
What, dead ass serious, what would you change your name to if you could change it right now? If you like had to change your name to something, just a name you always liked, or a crazy name like, Mona Lisa. Like you just go, oh, because you moan, you get it? You're Mona Lisa. And you're
Yeah.
like,
Or Mona Lisa's.
Yeah.
I'd probably just say candy.
Yeah, you're a candy though, man.
I've been candy.
You're a candy through and through.
Mm-hmm.
You are a candy.
Candy's my second name.
What about middle? Candy apple? Candy what?
I'd have to think about that.
Yeah, she got to think about that.
Camille.
Yeah. I'd want something fun. I'd want something that maybe didn't look like it goes with me.
Mm-hmm. Teresa.
No, I'm not feeling Teresa.
China.
That's a little, I think someone's already done that.
A wrestler.
Yeah, if I was going to be a wrestler, maybe.
What about like Fergie?
Oh, let's skip that. I don't know. There's already a Fergie,
Yeah.
You can't name someone Fergie when there's already one.
What about Bonnie?
I'm not naming myself Bonnie, the doll I
Ooh.
used to hump as a child.
Bonnie.
Loretta.
I like that. I don't know. We'll be thinking about it. I'd want something fun, though.
What about Claudia Jenkins?
That's you.
Yeah, that is you.
You're Claudia Jenkins.
Yeah, so there would be some of our names. I'll really have to think about that.
Yeah.
That's a hard question.
I know.
So,
I know. It's a hard question.
let's open up a fortune cookie before I
Let's
forget.
do it. Fortune cookie time.
Opening it up, gonna give it a crack.
Ooh.
All right, here we go.
Today's fortune says.
The thing is, it's so hard for me to see.
Just look at it.
Just look at it. Okay, here we go. The best prophet of the future is the past.
Ooh.
Explain that.
The best prophet of the future is the past. To me, that says your hard work will pay off.
I
Yeah.
like that.
Whether it's financial or any other way, the hard work the payoff is coming.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's a good one. You're really good at that. So.
Thank you.
Chelsea can listen to songs and she can decipher the lyrics in seconds.
Yeah.
And I'll just listen for the tune.
No, I know what it means. I know what they're saying.
Yeah.
I go, okay, I know what she's saying without saying it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She'll be like, Paige, did you hear that song? Did you really listen to the words? I'm like, no. She'll be like, okay, we're going to re-listen and listen to the words and let me know what you think.
And you still don't get it?
I know.
Sometimes I'm like, let me know.
What song did I made her listen to? I made her listen to. Oh gosh, what's that? Shoot, what is that? Tammy Wynette and George Jones. What was
Uh-huh.
that George Jones song? Oh my gosh,
Chelsea, I know what you're talking about, but I can't think of it.
Conway Twitty.
dude. Okay, hold on.
Well,
This
while
is
you're looking, I'll read the lucky numbers. The lucky numbers today are 28, 14, 35, 32, 49, and 9.
Wow.
Your favorite number is 9.
My favorite number is 9.
Go get a Powerball ticket.
The song was "He Stopped Loving Her Today." That's like one of the most classic, best written songs of all time. I made her listen to it, and it's pretty clear.
Yeah.
He's not I mean, he's pretty clear with what he's saying. I made her listen to it, and she was like, I don't get it. I'm like, what? He showed up to the funeral. He did this. He did it. She's like, I don't even know. I don't get it. I'm like,
I was probably playing Blogscapes on my phone.
no,
you know,
I made you listen to it. We were in the car.
sometimes when I read stuff, I'll read it, but not even be noticing what I'm reading. I'll just read words.
Yep.
You do that too?
Yeah. I'll read something and I'm like, I can't tell you what I just read.
Well, that's when you have to stop, go back, reread it, but pay attention this time. Because you're not paying attention. And I do it. And you have to just stop, be like, okay, I
Yeah.
wasn't paying
You
attention.
do have to go back. Isn't that crazy? Our
Just-
brains are just
yeah.
doing that.
Just like when you're watching TV, sometimes I'll be watching it, and I'm like, wait, what's going on? I'll have
Yeah.
to rewind it
Yeah.
because I was looking at it. I wasn't paying attention.
You're
Even-
zoning out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Even if you've ever driven somewhere and you're like, how the hell did I get here?
I've done that before, and that's scary.
That's
You're like on
interesting.
Yeah.
airplane mode or something.
Oh gosh, I was watching one of those old A&E shows where like those crime shows, but this one was about I hate to even say this, but like those shows about like
Come on.
what's it called when you get
Come
God, when like you get like ghosts, paranormal.
Yeah.
Mm.
It was like a paranormal show.
Paranormal activity.
And I've never forgotten. This has stuck with me forever. This lady, well, the son was actually talking about it. How I guess the mom was possessed, and they got in the car, and the kid was like a 9 or 10-year-old kid, and he said that the mom was clearly possessed. She does not remember driving across town.
Oh my God.
She was driving like a bat out of hell, hitting things, hitting people. She was like visibly possessed, like making noises and stuff.
Like her body had been taken
yes,
over.
yes,
Oh my God.
What is it, by a demon?
yes.
Oh,
And the kid was
my-
just terrified in that car. And the mom does not remember driving, nothing. I'm just like,
Was she saying anything?
yes,
Like-
talking.
Oh, me mother, me.
Yes.
Lick me mother, lick me.
Yes,
that?
Remember
was
watching
driving.
The Exorcist and they're saying that?
yes. And like cars were going out of the way because she was doing this. I
Oh
mean,
my God.
all across town. And she's like, I don't remember
I wonder
driving.
how they got it out of
Swerving.
her.
I don't know. But I've never forgotten that.
Yeah, what do they do? Bring you to a
Priest?
priest?
I
Or they bring the priest in?
don't really know. But it's, yeah, paranormal stuff. Sometimes I can't watch those. I'm interested in it. But
Yeah.
sometimes I'm like, I can't watch this one.
Yeah.
It's
Oh,
getting a
yeah.
little too,
Too
real.
real. Yeah.
yeah, for me. So.
They are creepy. My
Yeah.
sister Dawn hates those movies, and I made her go one time. And it's called what? Paranormal Activity, the movie.
Uh-huh.
And then she lives in Carlsbad, California. And then first thing we saw taking place in Carlsbad, California. Dude, she about shit.
That's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool. No, I called Beth last night. I was literally on a Zoom call. Late. It was late. It's like 6:30, and I'm here by myself, and I hear a door close downstairs.
Oh my
Ooh.
God.
And my first reaction was I was scared. I was like, I'm in my meeting and I'm like freaking out. But then I
Yeah.
thought, oh, maybe Beth's here. Beth likes to show up sometimes.
Still a dog.
She'll steal a dog. She'll come down and do, I thought Beth's here. I go, it's kind of late for Beth, but I was like, maybe Beth's here. Got off my Zoom, went downstairs. Nobody was down there. And I call, and then I start freaking out. I call her. And like, Beth, were you here? She's like, no. I go, oh my God. I go, I heard the door close. And then a light bulb went off and I go, oh, I opened up all the windows in the house and it's very windy outside.
Very windy.
It was so windy last night.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So it knocked the door. Yeah. I was like, dumb.
Hearing a noise when you're home alone ain't the vibe.
No,
It's the worst.
it's the worst thing in the world. And when the dogs are barking at something, Tilly was barking.
Nah.
I went down and she was barking at the front door.
Mm-mm.
I'm like, stop doing that.
Yeah, it's like what you see.
Gosh,
Oh
dude.
my God.
And dogs have good senses too. So
Yes, that's what I'm saying. They see things we can't.
hmm How many senses do they have?
Don't know. Let me look that up. Jamie.
Jamie.
How many senses do dogs have? Let me type that again. How many senses do dogs have? 5 basic senses,
Oh.
just like humans.
Dang.
Sight.
Not that many.
Sight, hearing. If you're a dog,
You. If your alarm clock just went off, you. If you have wooded walls, you. If you're eating ice cream right now,
If you're wearing a sweater right now, you.
If you don't know how to write in cursive,
you. If you dropped out of high school,
you. If you dropped out of college,
you.
if you f***ed your teacher,
you. If you took a selfie in the last 48 hours,
you. If you have a squishmallow,
you.
if you have feathered pillows,
you.
oh man, that was good.
So the 5 senses are sight, hearing, smell, taste, touch.
Oh, so just like us, huh?
Oh, I kind of figured that.
I feel like they can hear so extra.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, they can. Oh, yeah. Gary was barking last night. He said, Mama.
And who's to decide a dog's senses?
Well, just science, I think.
Studies.
Studies. State. State. State.
Studies.
Studies. Should we do a little duh? Let's do it.
Which one?
What's the DM for the day, honey?
Oh, we'll tell you.
What's the DM for the day, honey?
I've got a lot. I got a
wow.
lot of DMs, and I'm thinking of which one. I'm gonna
Read a
this.
couple.
Okay, here, then let me go first because I only have one, and it's
I'll read a bad
so-and-so.
one and then a good one.
Okay. My DM from the day is from a guy named Jesse. He said, I don't know why, but I really want to all your holes, like a lot. And then he said, may I please see your little tits, please?
Aw,
Little.
that was kind of cute.
Mm-hmm.
If he just would have said, "Show me your tit, let me see your tits, please," I would have been like, "Ugh," but he said little.
Mm-hmm.
Aw,
At least he's in. He knows what he's in for.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I posted a video of myself farting, and like
Of course, every day.
right? And this guy named Dave, Dave Hopkins on Facebook.
Ooh, first and last.
What's the average name? And he said, "You're already disgusting and crude and unladylike, and you're a freaking dyke on top of it. You got to be kidding me." So
Oh, that's funny.
I'm getting gay hate, and I'm not even gay.
That is funny.
Yeah. What makes him think that you're like that? Because of your Tammy stuff?
I don't know. I don't know. I just was like, what?
And like it's an insult
Right,
to be
like-
gay.
Like, and you're on top of it? You got to be kidding me.
I love that.
I'm like, all right, dude. And my response was, laugh my ass off.
I was going to say,
That-
did you respond?
That is a funny one. You can't even be mad.
And then let's end it on a good note.
Oh yeah, I have to.
Chima, I posted a picture of me and you.
Jimma, me and you posted us.
And some guy named Beretta wrote, "I would split each of your butts in half, respectfully."
Damn, that's a new one. We haven't heard that one before.
Split each of our butts in half.
I
Split
like
piece
that.
soup, baby.
Yeah, I thought that was sweet.
That's sweet.
I thought that was sweet. I
That
thought that was
could
sweet.
be something.
Yeah, I said, man, thank you so much.
Come split me in half.
split me.
Split us in two. Come on.
Come split us in two. Split us in two.
He must have a hog.
I get. Yeah, dude.
Unless he's bringing an axe or a machete or something.
Yeah, that's a different. He didn't specify, and he seemed nice. So hopefully he wasn't thinking that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, yeah. Anyway,
Oh, I can't even say it on here.
No, I know what you're thinking.
You,
Yeah.
you do?
Yeah.
the fuck. Tell me later.
Oh gosh, let me write it down.
What the?
Write
fuck?
it.
You think we could? No?
I don't know.
Okay.
Let me say it. Let me see it. I don't even know what y'all are talking about.
Well, no, I won't say it.
Split screen.
You just think about split and split piece soup and stuff, and you know who
Getting
I'm
split open.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Okay.
Okay. We won't cover it then.
Yeah. Well, you almost got split. Chima, is that what you're talking about?
Mm-mm.
Let's move on. I don't even know what y'all are talking about.
Okay. Onward and upward. Oh
Chima, what you want for dinner? Split soup.
no, it ain't to do with that. But my niece, she got Santel 33.
Oh.
And I was like, do you wear it at school? And she goes, no. The kids at my school don't deserve to smell it. I was like, damn.
That's actually smart. You save that for good. You don't. That's not a daily school.
Oh, but
Right.
but Santel 33 can change my mood.
Yeah, it does smell good.
Maggie, what's the one you like?
Another 13.
Okay. I don't think I've smelled that one.
That was my
much.
favorite.
Oh,
And then the Santel 33.
both of them are awesome.
Uh-huh. They have a body wash page and a candle.
Oh, for Santel?
Mhm.
Yeah, I just like the spray.
Yeah.
Those are odd scents.
They
In
are.
a good way.
What's the brand called? Leabo?
Something like that. I don't know how to pronounce it.
All the scents from them are really
Yes. Some are like, whew.
odd. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Some I can't.
Yeah.
You can order like a sample package and they'll send you a bunch of like little samples.
Okay.
But even that's like $70.
Damn.
Yeah.
But it'll last you a year.
The
Well,
bottles,
for me, I probably wouldn't like any of the other scents. I'm so
Right.
picky.
Right.
The bottle what?
My one bottle of Santal, I bought the small bottle and I've had it for 3 years and it's still, and I wear it
Mhm.
all the time.
Yeah.
I've
So,
had mine since. Did I get it during podcast tour?
Yeah.
Mine is starting to run out.
You've
I-
been wearing it.
I just ran out of mine.
Frick, dude, I love it. And I gave away a lot of squirts because
Yeah.
people love it.
Well, and you like to squirt.
Is it unisex?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a unisex one. Yeah.
Hmm.
Should we do some trivia? Because Beth put some new categories on there.
Yeah.
Let's play trivia.
I wish we had Kleenex.
Get trivia, get trivia, get trivia, get trivia, get trivia, get trivia.
All right. I don't want to hit Gary's head.
Are you cold?
No. Why? Why do you ask if I'm cold? Are my
'Cause-
nipples hard?
No, because it's 52 degrees down here.
I got the heater on.
Oh, do you really?
Yes. Turn the heater on for you guys. All right.
Could have fooled me. It's
My-
freezing
Well,
down here.
The heater's on. We're in the basement.
Dang, I just hit my funny bone. It wasn't so funny.
Heat rises. All right. Oh, let's see what the new category. She added Stevie Nicks. She added previously asked questions. Is that it, Biffy?
It's social media.
And social media. Wow.
Wowzers.
Is everybody ready?
Yeah. Oh, Buzz Aldrin.
I got my Buzz Aldrin. Here we go. I'll start.
Clocked in.
1,
Spin it.
2.
Let it.
Oh yeah. My least favorite. We get it every fucking time. Geography.
And I feel like you are wonderful at geography.
Yeah, you're pretty good at it.
And you travel a lot. My guy.
I wanted to answer a Stevie Nicks question. Let's go.
I'll roll
Come
it.
on.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Question number 1 of Trivial. Which country is Budapest the capital of?
Brazil.
No.
Ooh,
I know.
What?
Hold on.
I think I know. I don't know for sure, but I think
Get her a Buzz Aldrin.
Yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Send it, Maggie.
Ireland.
No.
Okay. Wait, say the question
Wait.
again.
I meant Budapest.
Budapest is the capital of which country?
Oh, gosh. What is this, dude?
It starts with an H.
H.
I know it's like an Asian country. I don't know.
I don't think it's Asian, really.
You know
wait,
why?
wait.
You know why I thought Brazil? Because of that big Brazilian statue. I thought that's what it was, but it's not.
Okay, just tell
What
us.
is it?
Hungary.
Oh, my
Oh.
gosh.
Gary.
Duh.
We couldn't even figure out H.
Duh.
Dude, and everyone's going to Budapest. Like, you hear about that a lot.
Yeah.
I would
All
like
right.
to know more about it.
All right, here we go.
Would you ever go to Budapest
Yeah.
and go to the festivals like Burning Man? Don't they do Burning Man there or
That's
something?
in California.
I don't know. They might have a different one over there.
Oh, I have no clue.
Send it.
Spinning.
Yeah. The seas
seas-
and its creatures.
Blue.
Lay down. Lay down.
The seas and its creatures.
Question number 2 of Trivial.
No.
What's he eating?
Nothing.
His own ass.
His own ass.
True or false? Orcas, also known as killer whales, is considered the largest member of the oceanic dolphin family.
True.
That is correct.
Hell yeah. Nice work.
Thanks to
Spin it.
Here we go.
It will keep on towing.
What is
Social media.
social media?
Oh,
Okay.
no.
We should know this.
No, we shouldn't.
Alex Earl or Alex Cooper, which one has the podcast called Call Me Daddy?
Alex
Call her.
Cooper has the podcast.
That is correct.
Yeah. That was a good
And
one.
it's Call Her Daddy. I said call me. So
That
don't come
was
at
a
me. It
good
was
one,
an
Beth.
accident.
I like the social media category.
That was a good one.
Thanks.
All right, hit it. Here
I
we go.
used to think they were the same people for
I
a
know.
minute.
I know, me too. A lot of people did. Automobiles.
Red.
Red. Play along at home.
Yes.
Shout out the answer if you know it. Trivial question. Automobiles.
Okay, here we go. Question number 3 of Trivial. If you can,
Eat
please
bite.
give me the make and model of the time machine in Back to the Future.
Oh.
If you can't give me the model, I'll
Ah.
just take the make.
When you say it, I'm going to know
I know.
it.
Oh, wait.
No.
El. Wait.
Oh, my.
So close.
El Dorado.
You're so damn close.
As soon as you say it, I'm going to know
El Camino. El.
It's not an El Camino,
Oh.
although that would be hilarious if it
Does it
was.
start with a? Is it somewhere like that?
You're so damn close. Yes, there is a D and an L in it. That's all I'm going to say.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh my.
People are shouting out at home. I know
Oh.
they
I'm
are.
about to shout it.
shout.
Shout it out, Beth.
Oh.
DeLorean.
Oh, mother hell.
It was a DeLorean DMC-12 to be Pacific.
Oh.
A DeLorean. I've never even heard of that.
Maggie,
Yeah.
you never heard of the DeLorean?
No.
There's one that used to drive around in Temecula area in San Diego.
But it's not the one.
I don't know what it was. I would like to know the story about it.
All right, here we go.
Because I think they've only made a couple.
Yeah, there wasn't very many.
Damn.
But I don't know.
All right, here we go.
They've probably made thousands.
Oh, Stevie Nicks.
Purple.
Purple. Stevie Nicks.
You like how I put her on purple?
Purple. Here we go. Oh, my God. Please, if I don't get this right.
Okay.
I was going to say you better.
For which famous woman did Stevie Nicks write the song Jane about?
Jane Austen? Jane Austen?
No.
Jane.
Jane. Her song Jane was written about
Stay.
which famous woman?
You can't use Google.
I'm not Googling the song. I'm Googling the song.
Ma'am.
Huh? That's a brain
I'm not-
glitch.
She's glitching. She got it wrong.
I'm
Yeah,
not Googling the
that-
song.
That's on Street Angel, and that's my least favorite album, and I've listened to Street Angel 2 times in my whole life.
That's okay. I didn't want every question to be super easy.
I don't know. I don't know. What is it?
It was Jane Goodall,
Jane Goodall.
the activist for
Yeah, you're
apes
right.
and shit.
Let's do another Stevie
Okay,
Nicks.
okay,
I
Jane,
gotta-
not so good.
Let's redeem ourselves. What is Stevie's full legal name?
Stephanie Lynn Nicks.
That is correct.
Dang, what is it? Stephanie Lynn
Stephanie
Nicks?
Lynn Nicks.
Y'all share the same middle name.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Good job.
Mhm.
Do it, Chima. Let's do a couple more.
Okay, spinning. We're getting so smart.
We are country music. Purple.
Music makes me lose control.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Come on.
Who wrote and performed the song On the Road Again?
You want to
Come on, Chima.
give it a pass, Chima? You know him.
I'm not going to give it a try. On the road again.
Willie Nelson.
Thank you. Yes, that is correct.
My guy.
Yep.
It's your guy.
Your guy on the painting.
I thought you would just say his name
Right.
just to spitball it and you would get it right.
Yeah.
Let's do a couple more.
Kind of forgot his name, though.
Oh.
What's your favorite Willie Nelson song?
Hello Walls.
You should do a rendition. Hello, Pussy Walls.
Okay, here's
Stop.
another good country music
Country,
one.
country music. Purple. Purple.
What did or does Patsy Cline, Buddy Holly, Jim Reeves, and Leonard Skinner have in common?
They all died in a car crash or
No.
a plane crash.
They all have buttholes.
They all had buttholes. That's correct. Yes, in a small plane crash.
They all died in a plane crash?
yeah.
Not together.
What?
Mm-hmm.
How many years apart do you think? Like,
I mean,
if you could.
she
on
was in the
average.
60s. I think Buddy Hall. They were all in
Yeah.
the 60s, and then Leonard Skinner in the 70s. Yep.
Small planes are freaky as fuck.
I don't like them.
Nope. I got on one time, and I said never again.
Same.
Never again.
Mm-mm.
I'll drive.
Dude, I will
Never
take
again.
a train.
Never.
I'll
All
take a
right.
boat.
Did I do it? Did you?
Were you freaking out on the inside?
Yes.
Dude.
I was trying not to think about it.
I was hoping everyone else was as freaked out as me, though.
I was trying. It was just every little wind gush would. I just go. I'll never do this again. I'll never do it
Maggie.
again. Ever. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It was scary. Hello, and welcome to the Moo Moo commercials. Chelcie, you said you wanted to, kind of get in better health this year. I did, okay, and I'm doing something about it, all right? I want to tell you guys about Function Health. I'm actually really, really excited that they agreed to do some Moo Moo commercials for the Viral podcast. I have an appointment next week to get some blood draw done, okay? And here's what they do, okay? They have over 100 lab tests, okay? So all you got to do is make an appointment. They have over 2,000 Quest diagnostic locations to choose from because they're everywhere. You don't need insurance, okay? You go get your testing done, whatever that may be, okay? They have it all. Heart testing, hormones, kidneys, liver, thyroid. I mean, a lot to choose from, okay? You get your testing done. And when it comes back, it's reviewed by clinicians who look at your health history. And basically, if they find anything, they tell you what you need to do next, who you need to go see, what you need to be doing. I want to do that. I want to know if there's things going on that I need to take care of. And here's the thing. It's not a one test and done. You get tested every 3 to 6 months to see what's changing. What did we find that we took care of? What did we find that has gotten better or worse or et cetera, et cetera? So I like that. I like that it's really going to hold me accountable and really help me figuring out how to get healthier. Own your health for $365 a year. That's $1 a day. Learn more and join using my link. Visit www.functionhealth.com/viral or use gift code VIRAL25 for a $25 credit toward your membership. I'm excited about this. I'm going to let you guys know kind of the results I get once I start my testing and all that and what they find and what I've done. I'm really excited about this. I think it's going to help me because you guys know I kind of went over the things I wanted to really focus on this year health-wise, and I don't see any better tool for myself. So if you're on the same train, if you're thinking about the same thing, just try it out, test it out, baby girls. So let's do one more. Oh, spinning. Adam Sandler movies.
Oh, this is going to be good.
Adam Sandler movies.
Hey.
Here we go.
Adam.
The movie The Week Of and Hotel Transylvania 3 both came out the same year. What year was it?
2013?
Nope.
I'm guessing here.
2019.
Any guesses, Maggie?
No, what is it?
2021.
2018.
Ah, we were close. The baby girls were close.
Still got it wrong.
I never watched any of those.
Still got it wrong, though. Still got it wrong, though.
I've seen the first Transylvania movie, but
Never saw that.
Good?
Huh. Well, should we?
Should we?
I smell something, and it's not that fart I blew right before we started.
What is it?
What is that? It smells like
Wait, let's play your farts real quick.
play my fart.
I already posted it on TikTok.
Yeah, I put it on my snap, but here, the
Damn.
pod's got to hear it.
Pod's got to hear it.
That phone freaking
You know
won't.
how I'm usually a little ducky.
Little Ducky, not here today.
I was not little ducky today.
His friend showed up. Let's see.
His friend showed up.
Dude,
Took control of my asshole.
the fact that we have a podcast and talk the way we talk is just got to be crazy.
Little ducky.
That one's a little ducky. And then she had this.
Cheese.
Sounded like you were ripping jeans.
That one hurt my stomach.
Yeah, you were tore up after it.
She said her stomach hurt after she farted. I said, that is crazy because usually it feels better after you fart.
You ripped something.
Usually it's relief. I think I ripped something. I think I ripped something inside there.
Yeah.
That's how
Kelly.
hard the fart came out.
It sounded painful.
Yeah.
Kelly Ripka.
Kelly Ripka. All right, Maggie. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Happy New Year. Southern Homo calling back. I just wanted to call and let you know a little thing I forgot to mention in my last call. Paige should not be so afraid to mess around in a church parking lot. I used to jerk off in an abandoned church parking lot on my way home so I wouldn't get off with my partner as fast. One night I stopped, do the same thing I normally do. I see blue lights and the police had caught me. I thought, well, I'm going to be on a registry. I ended up being played with by the police. So it's not that scary. And enjoy your fucking life. Happy New Year.
Bro, you think some pervy cops go around looking for pervy dudes in abandoned church parking lots just to play with?
That's rare.
That's very rare.
Yeah.
He got lucky.
And how did that escalate?
He just came up probably with his flashlight and then...
And I love how he said he made sure to throw in the abandoned church parking lot
I know.
and not the active ones.
But he's telling me not to be afraid to go to church parking lots and have sex. He's out there doing church jerks.
Church jerks.
He's a church jerker.
Yeah,
But
just
if a dude's jerking off, you can put it up in time that the cop wouldn't know what you're doing.
Right.
So how did it start?
You're gonna see the cop or anybody else walking up to the car and you just keep jerking? No, you stop.
But he made this seem like he was a regular at the church. So maybe the cop caught on. And what if he snuck up on him?
What you doing?
Dude, that shit would be so funny.
Hey, let me play with that.
Dude, hey.
That's
yeah.
gnarly.
Give me a tune.
But I do think that's a little bit respectful, even though you ended up, I guess, jerking the cop off and he was jerking you off. You know, you stopped to get a pre-jerk so you would last a little bit longer with your partner, and that's respect.
And then ends up playing with the cop. He wanted
Do
to
you go
last.
home and tell your partner about that?
If depends on what type of relationship they got.
Yeah, if they're in an open
But-
get up.
He probably kept that one to himself.
The fact that he said he didn't get on the registry, like it's a baby shower. Like,
Oh my God.
oh my.
Well,
God.
he said live life to your fullest, and I respect that and I agree with that, and that's powerful.
And that is really sweet to look out for your partner. You know, you want to last longer.
Right. Exactly.
Would you like if Greg would do that?
I'm 50-50 because Greg's super fast, but it's like sometimes I like that because I'm like, just come on.
Yeah.
Get it done.
You know, sometimes if it takes too long, I'm like, oh, you're rubbing me raw.
Don't say rubbing
Yeah.
me raw.
Let's get this going. So I either, if he jizzes in 30 seconds, I get pissed. But if he lasts too long, I get pissed.
I think 15 minutes is solid. If they can get you off in that time.
That's pretty good. That's solid.
If not a little longer, but I mean, yeah.
Yeah. I think that's, yeah. But if Greg did it too fast and he jerked off before, I wouldn't care. I don't give a shit. But just do it in the bathroom or something. Don't go to a church parking lot.
Hey, Southern Gay, if you're listening, please call in and give us an update. Like, how did the cops start playing with you?
Yeah, I'd like to know more about that. Or message us on Instagram if we don't hear your call. We get a lot of calls.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, loved the message. Very powerful, and thank you for calling in.
Yeah, thank you for the inspiration.
Hey, honeys, confession here. Now, this was back in my younger days. I was, and I still am one of the sweetest bitches you'll ever meet, but I have a very petty and vengeful side.
Ooh.
So, one of my best friends at the time, I know she liked my boyfriend, which is now my current fiance. But anyways, you know how young teenage hormones are. But anyway, I got wind of her liking him, and I knew she was in summer school. So I took it upon myself to go to one of my friend's house, raid her mom's fridge, asking for anything and everything to make the nastiest concoction so I can dump it all over her car. I managed to get, ketchup, eggs, oatmeal, mixed it with milk. I grabbed a potato, just all kinds of shit. Went to the school, and again, thank God this was back in the younger days with no cameras. I spread all that over her car. And again, summer school, so this was like a 95-degree day. Stuck the potato in her tailpipe, sat up the hill, and I watched her. I laughed and laughed and laughed. And then I proceeded to follow her to the car wash and waved as she was washing her car. Went home like nothing happened. Was mowing the yard, and my mom calls me and says, "Oh, you got to go to Broadway Police Department." So anyway, we go down there. Long story short, I told the officer, "No, I didn't do it." And my mom says, "No, she couldn't have done it. She was at work that day." Well, years later, my mom knew I wasn't working, but she had my back, and I still didn't get in trouble. And she knew damn well I did it. I know damn well I did it. And I got away with it. So, have any of y'all ever done anything stupid like that? I would love to hear it. Oh, yeah?
That's wild.
Right off the bat, I would not, you would hate to have me as a mom because I would not have your back on that.
My mom would not have my back. If I did something like that, she would make me confess.
That's same.
That's why she probably did it, though.
What do you mean? Oh, because she knew her mom would.
Yeah, because she knew she wouldn't get in trouble.
Yeah. Just right off the bat, I'd be like, nope, you did this. This is on you. You have to take the consequences. I'm not going to lie for you. I'm not going to say you weren't at work. Then you were there. But I'm not going to say you were at work.
Yeah.
That'd just be me as a
The
mom.
fact that the cop didn't go see if she was at work.
I know.
Well,
I
they
guess it
didn't
was
have
back then.
cameras and all the
Could have went and asked the job
Manager.
Yeah, it's so simple.
Yeah. But I right off the bat, I would not. Nope. I'm not having your back on that one. But no, I've never done anything like that.
I've never done anything like that, but we did toilet paper a bunch of houses, and we got caught one time, and then our friend's mom went and dropped us back off to go clean it up.
Yeah.
Dude, there's nothing worse than cleaning up a house that you've toilet papered.
Because you're like, why'd I throw it so high?
Yeah.
Why'd I add so much here?
And you can't get it out.
And you know
my
what? We've talked. We twindled on this a while back. Because me and Maggie used toilet paper. We used toilet paper a lot in high school. The kids are not doing it nowadays because the toilet paper is so expensive.
Yeah.
They
When is
have
the
other things to buy.
When is the last time you saw a toilet papered house?
They toilet papered the school last year,
Yeah.
but not a house.
No, you don't see. Remember when we were young, you used to drive by houses and see a random toilet paper. I haven't seen that. I have not seen
You'd be like, Shannon's house got it bad
Yes,
last
we
night.
should
Did
go
you
toilet
see
papering.
that?
Who are we going to toilet paper?
I toilet
random
papered
house?
a house probably 10 years ago with a bunch of my friends. I was on a softball league in San Diego, and we went and toilet papered the other team's houses.
We got to find a good house that's not in a neighborhood, like someone that we know. Well, I don't want to do it a random. Do you? We can't do that.
A random dude.
A
We're all gonna be on a Ring camera. They're gonna be
I
like three
know.
grown adults going around.
That's right. Everybody has cameras
People
now.
would be like, wait, that's Chelcie, Paige, and
Our body types are noticeable.
no, we have to. It has to be someone we know. I'm thinking of a couple. I have a couple people in mind.
Okay, because I don't know anybody.
I got a couple people. You're gonna be like, oh yeah, we could do that.
I might know a couple. Gosh, it just sucks.
We got to go, though, one night.
We got to go just to see if we can still have it in us.
And we gotta wear masks.
And we'll vlog it.
Oh, let's talk.
No, maybe we won't vlog
I don't know
it.
about that.
Not ski masks.
Okay, I don't want to show. No, we got to be careful about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to be getting got.
That's what I'm saying.
But
But
shoot,
you
dude,
just-
we're also gonna be caught no matter what.
it's fine.
At least we'll know them, maybe.
Yeah, but you don't see that anymore.
We all wore muumuus, or not muumuus, onesies, like all different types of onesies. It was fun.
Remember when cars would drive by and you'd have to run and go hide?
Oh, the
Because you'd
best.
actively be like
Uh-huh.
doing it.
The
Uh-huh.
adrenaline is so fun.
Uh-huh. Oh man.
Hiding in a bush. Oh
Yeah.
boy.
Good times. All right. Well, thank you for calling in, honeys. Thank you very much. Oh, and
Yes.
I thought of my name that I would change my name to. That I think would be good.
What?
Little
I may
ducky.
still call number one Southern Gay.
Southern gay.
I like that. Southern Gay.
SG,
It has a good ring to it.
Southern gay or little ducky.
Little ducky.
It's got to be a little ducky.
That's
Dan,
you.
you got me. All right. Thank you for calling in, honeys.
Channel the fresh start energy of the new year and finally launch your business with Shopify. 2026 is the year you rewrite your story, own your future, and make your entrepreneurial dreams come true. Start your business with Shopify in 2026 and become who you are meant to be. We actually use Shopify for the Viral podcast, and it is very helpful. Shopify gives you everything you need to sell online and in person. Millions of entrepreneurs have already made this leap, from household names to first-time business owners. Just getting started, baby. Shopify gives you all the tools to easily build your dream store. You can choose from hundreds of beautiful templates that you can customize to match your brand. I love that I can just hop on my iPad and come up with merch designs and then make them become reality. Marketing is built in too. Create email and social campaigns that reach customers wherever they scroll. In 2026, stop waiting and start selling with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/viral. Go to shopify.com/viral. That's shopify.com/viral. Hear your first. This new year with Shopify by your side.
Hey, honeys. I'm listening to episode 203 right now, and I wanted to call in with a quick story and a quick fact for y'all. So the quick story is, in episode 203, you guys are talking about keeping butt plugs in. Quick story, so about 22, 23 years ago when I was in high school, I worked at a movie rental store, kind of like Blockbuster, but it was called Mr. Movies. And my manager was this 30-some-year-old blonde bombshell, and I mean, I'm gay, but she was a hottie, this blonde bombshell. And she was always like super horny. I think she was bipolar manic, but she used to come to work and she would put this like vibrator egg device in her pussy, and it had a remote control. The employees like play with this remote control. So she'd be walking around the store and we would like turn it on and she'd be like, like in the middle of the store. So yeah, that happened. I'm surprised she kept her job, but anyways, that happened. And then quick fact, you guys were talking about when women squirt during orgasm, and like, is that pee? Is it, what is it? Well, quick fact here. So I have a PhD, and I'm a nurse, and I'm also a nurse practitioner in school, so educated here. So actually, when women squirt, it is basically diluted urine, but it also contains secretions from what's called the Ginn gland. So, it kind of reminds me of when that guy said squirt, but it's called the Ginn gland. And so, yeah, so when women squirt, it is diluted urine, but also secretions from the Ginn gland, which is basically what we call like the female prostate. So anyways, I wanted to share that story and that quick fact. Love you. Oh, yeah.
Love you.
I knew it wasn't pure pee.
Right.
Liquid comes from a gland. Squirt is not pee. It's diluted squirt and gland matter.
Ooh, there's going to be a lot of debacle around this. People are so firm that squirt is something completely different.
He said, and he's got a PhD, it's diluted piss and gland juice.
He said secretion.
Does it come from the same hole?
I have no clue. He should have told us that.
We've never wondered.
The one time I squirted, it came from
the pee?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell where mine came from when I did what I did.
You're right. I don't know where it came from.
Like, is there a little hole?
It could have came from my butthole, for all I know.
Mine didn't squirt out all quick. Mine just leaked down my ass onto the bed.
And I do want to say, the word gland grosses me out.
Yeah.
But not secretion?
Gland is worse than secretion to me.
Ooh.
Secretion.
I don't want to know about my glands.
Nah.
And
Anal
what's
glands.
in there?
Secretions. I don't want to know about that. But you're right. People will let us know in the comments.
I'm more amused by the boss having people control the controller for her toy to vibrate.
Me, if I was a manager.
What if she puts everyone in a meeting? She's like, all right, you're in charge of the button on Fridays. You're like, who controls?
Right. We had to do something like this when we filmed our Pletflix show.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted all of us girls, one of us to wear a vibrator on our clit, and then someone else had a remote, and then everyone was to guess who had it, and guess who had the vibrator on their clit and had to pretend they didn't?
You?
Me.
I bet you would be good about hiding it, though.
I think I was. I think I tricked everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we did do that. But Oh man, I miss having a job where HR didn't exist.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that is so fucking funny.
When I used to work at Sonic in Gainesville, Texas, bro, we all should have been fired. Some people should have been sued. The shit we would do and say, our manager would get under the table and pretend he was eating our as we were taking people's orders.
And y'all were children in high school.
Oh no. Uh-oh. We'll forget about that.
Well, he was gay.
Oh.
He was just joking.
That makes it all right.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And he was young himself. But no, I worked there in college too. So I came back in college.
Okay.
Let's say he did that when we were in college.
Yeah.
Just to save some. But
dude, there was always some creepy shit going on.
oh, I used to let guys touch my boobs in the back. Like,
I used to just purposely drop stuff to pick it up and like joke around with the cooks back at the restaurant. They'd be like, "Oh, you're culo."
Oh, the cooks.
Oh, the cooks.
The cooks.
The cooks loved us.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. I miss having a job where you could just go be perverts with other perverts.
Mm-hmm. And Sonic was the perfect place for us to do that.
Any restaurant, there's creeps and there's weird shit going on in the back.
Yeah.
Yes.
In the kitchen.
The kitchen is where shit goes down.
Oh yeah, big time. Especially if you have like an older guy cook who's like been married for 30 years and he's begging to f you, which has happened to me. happened to me at Whole Foods. Happened to me at Whole Foods.
Begging? So
I'm
what
like,
happened?
bro,
You said
nothing.
I know you didn't do it, but like, what would go down?
Oh, just constantly like, let's go to the car. Let's go. And by the way, I gave this guy there was no like,
he's just horny.
There was no reason for him to
Yeah.
I wasn't hitting on. This was like, gosh, me and Greg had first gotten married and moved to Dallas. Used to work with this older guy, and I didn't feel like it. I didn't feel a negative type of way because we were like friends and we joked a lot. But he would just be like, "Oh, come on, let me get a piece of that." I'm like, "Shut up!"
Oh, that's fun.
Those are good times.
We can go to the car. Come on, I haven't been late. I'm like, "You shut the fuck up, dude."
And everyone's all fucking each other.
Just So
I remember a guy to me would always go, "Holla, holla, holla. Can I get a holla, holla, holla?" And that's always in my head still to this day.
why did he say that?
For a job?
He just that was just like, he'd just kind of always do that to me. If I'd walk back in the kitchen with him, heating up some coffee cake, he'd be like, "Holla, holla, holla. Can I get a holla from you? Holla, holla."
Jesus Christ.
The industry.
My God.
The work industry.
But that would be me as a manager. I would be like, who's got the remote tonight?
Especially 30 years ago.
Come
on.
Especially back in the day.
You're having fun back in the day.
That's what
At
I'm
a movie
saying.
store?
That's what I'm saying.
Think of the rentals in the movies too, the pornos and all that.
The X section.
You know what was the best? When you had a job where you go. Now, a lot of people haven't worked fast food, but when you work fast food, like like people on the shift it's constantly changing.
Yeah.
So you'll get people you don't like to work with and people you love to work with. When you'd go to work and it would be the dream team. It would be your people that you're like, yes, 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 we're having fun tonight.
Yes.
Yeah.
We don't have what's his name being an ass. We don't have her. We don't have the annoying ones. We got the dream team right here.
Yep.
The non-lazies.
The non-lazies, the funny, the
Like quick on the switchboard.
you vibe good. You're with each other. When you got the dream team, baby.
You're right. That was the best.
Oh, that was the best. Oh my gosh.
That was
dude.
fun.
Yeah.
It was fun, and just clocking in and out. Me and Chelcie were talking about this the other day. Like, we were like, what's it like to just go in, clock out, and just, that was the only thing you worried about.
Yeah.
We still need to find somewhere to work for the day.
I know.
Or for a couple hours.
There's someone, we need to get a hold of this guy. There's a guy and a lady that both manage Sonics, and they said that I could come up and work for a day and vlog it. I just need to do that. One of them's in Virginia. I need to do that.
Yeah.
I thought it'd be fun too.
It'd be so much
Yes.
fun.
Going back to Sonic.
Oh, God, let's go.
And I'd love to get training, because I never worked at Sonic.
Hey, I can train the hell out of you.
Ooh.
You'll be too busy working, though. Somebody needs to train you.
But I feel like Chelcie could train me quick and understand
Yeah.
my brain.
I could train the hell out of you.
When you go swipe and you in your order, your tickets come out, and then you know what tray and you're gathering everything. Oh my God.
That sounds so fun.
I wonder if it's the same setup in
I
there.
think a lot's changed. There's more technology now.
Yeah.
But that still needs to happen. I still need to go find a Sonic to work at for a day and vlog it. So I'm going to do that hopefully this year.
Have to.
Big time.
Gosh, working is so fun. Well, it's not fun, but it was fun.
It was fun. That's why I worked at Sonic for 8 years. There's aspects of it I loved.
Yes.
And I sometimes miss it. We've talked about this before.
There's sometimes waking up early though, and
Oh.
just the bullshit. But yeah,
I always I did both shifts, but I would sometimes do the opening shift, and I'd have to be there at like 4:30.
Me too,
Mm-hmm.
on the weekends. And you're like, man, this is my only day to sleep in.
working on the weekends like usual.
But then you got to go out that night, so it was
Right.
okay.
Right.
Well,
Honeys, thank you for calling in and telling us that wild ass story.
yeah.
I would like to know, and listen, if you guys can't reach us via phone call, we also have an email address, and honestly, we don't check it often because people don't email it often. But if you have a story or
No,
if-
they be
Well,
emailing. I'll be checking.
yeah, if you ask for something, if we're asking for something specific, and we don't get, you're afraid your call won't come in, send us an email. Like I
Put
would recap. I would like to know if you had a boss that just did something crazy, like a good boss story or a good coworker story. So please send us an email at
ChelseaandPaige@gmail.com.
there you go.
Mm-hmm.
ChelseaandPaige@gmail.com. In the subject, put recall.
Mm-hmm. And maybe the episode from what it's from.
That's true. Yeah. So do the boss thing, and we still are looking for people. I want to know if you and your partner do something weird that you know that you're pretty sure other couples don't do.
Come on.
So
Yeah. Send them in.
yeah,
And thanks for educating us on the squirt.
yes, thank you for coming through with that PhD, baby.
If anybody knows anything else about squirt, let us know.
Let us know. Put it in recap. Put it in recap. We're gonna start saying put it in recap.
Recap, baby.
All right, next call.
Hi, Chimas. Grateful here. I've had an awful year. My brother passed away from a drug overdose. And you guys have been one of the only things to make me happy. I also have a would you rather. Would you rather not use any sauce the rest of your life or only eat Daryl's cooking? That's it. Love you, Chimas. Oh, yeah.
And that call took a turn, dude. I was like, damn, well, sorry about your brother, man.
Yes.
Drugs suck.
Love you, honeys.
Would we rather never have sauce again or only eat Greg's cooking for the rest of our lives?
I've never had Greg's meat. I've had his pasta.
I've
would
had
say
his meat. It's not that good.
his stuff is very flavorful.
Too flavorful.
But
Yeah.
I
Me.
love that kind of pungent flavor.
But I love sauce.
And I love sauce so much.
Okay, think about this. If you only eat Greg's cooking for the rest of your life, you're really limited on what he can do. If
He
you're-
can learn.
If you're no sauce, you still have an array of foods. You just can't have the sauce. I know, and we love sauce.
Okay, that would be for me Taco Bell out the window.
Yep.
Because I have to have sauce.
I'm gonna pick. Oh God. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna pick no sauce.
No sauce for me.
Because I can't do Greg's cooking. Because no, I can't. I'll have to live with no sauce.
What do you don't like that he puts so much flavor?
Well, I just feel like I'm limited.
Yeah.
I don't want his cooking when he cooks once every 6 months.
Okay, would you rather do no sauce or your cooking?
Probably still no sauce.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
once again,
Yeah.
I don't want to cook the same shit over. I want to.
That's
Yeah.
true. I'll do no sauce.
Okay.
Gosh, dude, we love sauce.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, sauce is what makes the food. I want the food to get the sauce.
Does that mean if you do no sauce, you can do mashed potatoes but no gravy?
I don't view gravy as a sauce.
No.
Just hot sauce, you're saying?
I'm thinking like
condiment,
ranch, honey mustards, salsa, like hot sauce, like sauces. You can still have liquids in your
like you can still have spaghetti.
Yeah, I would say so. Yes.
Okay.
Just no extra sauces.
Okay.
So if I have a burrito, I probably can't do my sour cream. You know, like my
Picante.
Gosh.
ooh, what salty burrito sounds good.
Yeah.
I got Paige hooked on salty burrito. It's a new place I found here in Nashville.
Little taco shop.
So
Ooh.
good. Sounds good. Be thinking of where you want to go eat, Chima.
Oh, I already know.
Where? My ass?
Mm-hmm.
We have one call left.
My mom listening right now.
Only one call.
When my mom was here visiting, she kept talking about me eating your ass. I just can't believe that's the one thing.
Oh, well, you didn't really eat my ass. You just, licked it like a little cat would lick something.
And it's for a dare. Just picture him on Fear Factor, and that
Right.
was the last dare.
The curtain, and it's me bent over. Will you eat her? Will you lick her ass? Thinking of it as that way.
Mm-hmm. Did you watch Fear Factor?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, yeah. And I wouldn't do 99% of that stuff.
Eating freaking cow balls and stuff.
Gross, dude. Gross. All right, well, let's do the last call. Sad. I'm only
Love
one
you, honeys.
call.
Hey, honeys, this is Brown Delivery Guy, newly rocker here. Anyways, listen to y'all while I'm out here delivering, especially during the holiday season, working freaking 12, 14 hours. Anyways, love you guys. Really enjoy y'all's banter and just how nasty y'all can get. And us guys, man, we love that, but yeah, it's cool. Anyways, I was married 15 years. I've been single 2.5 years. I'm almost 40. And dating sucks, these apps or whatever. But I think you all should have a dating app with like-minded individuals that enjoy your podcast. I don't know. What do you think? Love you guys. Oh, yeah.
Well, love you, Brown Delivery Driver. We heard your truck backing up.
Mm-hmm.
And
God, that noise would irk me all day.
Okie Johnson.
That'd be an Okie Johnson.
Okie.
Thank you for joining the podcast.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
A Brown Delivery channel.
Yes.
Or driver. Camille.
We kind of already do. We don't have a dating app, but there's a Rock Fuckers dating group on Facebook.
And people are getting married on there. And
people are getting married on there.
That is insane.
Finding love.
They're finding love. They're finding dates. I want to say it's Rock Fuckers Dating, but the Fuckers is not called.
It's maybe there's a V in it. But imagine the Viral Podcast had an app actually for that, like Tinder, Bumble. That would be awesome, dude. We could do our own little graphics. Oh my god.
Can't find it. It's called Rock Fuckers Dating. Yeah. The OG.
I think there might even be a couple different Rock Fuckers datings.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Trying to find the group. There is probably a couple. It's called Rock Fuckers Dating.
Hop on the Rock Fuckers Facebook too, and then you can probably get to it.
Rock Fuckers Dating page. 3,000 people in there right now.
3,000.
Yep.
One of those 3,000 could be you.
Ooh, it's private. I gotta join. I'm joining the group right now. Just see what's going on in there.
Yeah, what's everyone doing?
Wait, how's it spelled?
Straight up, Rock Fuckers Dating page.
With a U.
Yeah, with a U.
Can't believe that's allowed.
And cute. People are posting pictures of themselves. Oh yeah, a cute guy right here says, "Where you at, ladies?" Very
Ooh.
cute.
You want to rock this hole?
Just lots of ladies on there. I see lots of lesbians on there.
Oh, and come on the cruise.
Oh yeah, you'll
if you want to find a hole.
Oh yeah, we took engagement pictures. That's Ashley. Ashley and her man met, and they're getting married. They met through the podcast. Just crazy. So that's so. Oh man, it's so nice. But I agree with you. I love that you hey, let's look for people that kind of think like us.
I wish we could have a big old festival. I've said this since the podcast started. I want to go on a camping trip. I want chairs, maybe even put our phones away for a couple days so everyone could just be.
I'd love that.
Oh,
I would love that.
That would be fun.
We should just do that. Put our phones away for a couple days and just eat each other's asses.
Oh, when? Like here coming up?
Y'all are gonna give Deanie a heart attack. For real.
I'm sorry, Deanie.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Deanie. We're just joking. I mean, are we?
Yeah.
You've done it.
Yeah. I've
Several
done it.
times.
Yeah.
3.
But it doesn't count if you do them all on camera. If you do it off camera, that's when we should be.
That's
You're
what I
right.
said.
You're right.
I said if it's not being filmed, that's romantic.
That's what I'm saying.
It's got to get filmed.
Right.
And there's got to always be another person in the room.
That'd be weird if it was just y'all in there doing it.
If it was just me and you and nobody was filming,
And a tripod.
that's eating someone's ass.
That is an ass eater.
That's eating my ass.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just tasted it on camera.
Mm-hmm.
Get you a taste.
Dale Devil.
Dale Devil. Dale Devil.
Dude, when are you going to eat mine, though?
Soon. I'm not going to let you forget about it because Paige is due.
We're going to make shirts that say time's up.
We need to have a petition.
We'll talk about it. Well, I'll think about it.
Think.
Stay. Well, I'll think about it. I'll do it. We got.
You have to for a vlog.
Okay.
And we need like everybody's phone set up and recording because it's going to be
Angles.
history.
We need angles.
Angles.
Kurt angles.
Mm-hmm. Kurt angles on them.
Okay, I'll do it.
We need a camera on the bottom so
Top.
you can get the.
God.
Maybe a GoPro on the head.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Dead ass.
Stop.
Serious.
We'll work out the logistics.
Or what are you scared of?
Let's do it at the cabin.
You always say how beautiful my butthole is, and
You do have a great butthole. We can't show the actual licking.
Why not? Blur it out a little bit of it.
Yeah, we'll see.
Bill Blur. You can show
We
it.
can
on
show some of it.
Patreon.
We can show some of it.
That's what I'm saying. We have to work out where it's going to be, what
We
we're
will.
blurring, where we're. Yeah. I'll give it a.
We
lick.
need to have a couple meetings.
We need to have a meetings over this.
Okay.
And we will.
Who's going to be involved? Just us, or
I think that-
everyone involved in the room?
No, I think the two people that are doing the licking and receiving the licking definitely need to be there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I'm not missing a meeting.
And then maybe Maggie for some.
Me and Beth can
middle
set up
ground.
the angles.
Just for some middle ground to go over what we're going to do. And
Yeah.
then, and we'll do it.
A lot of planning
Yeah.
is going to happen with it.
Decorate the set.
Yeah.
Beth said decorate
We
the
do
set.
need the props.
Yeah, it needs to look good.
Aw,
We'll keep you guys posted. Something exciting real soon.
that's gonna be fun to post.
Yeah, we'll see.
Are you, dude?
We'll do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Well-
we'll be on the lookout for that, you guys.
Yeah, there's a lot to look forward to in 2026.
Oh, yeah.
Big time.
It's our year. We say that every year.
No.
It's our. Okie.
Okie Johnson. The year's already started off great. I feel good about it. I feel like, yeah, this is going to be our year, dude, in many ways. And it's going to be the biggest year for the podcast. And it's going to be the biggest year for you eating my ass. I feel it.
Is. Hey, you know what? I always forget because the Spotify rap and stuff comes out so late at the end of the year, and I always forget until it starts coming out. But we should, for the top listener, we should actually do something for them, or like lick their ass or something. Not lick their ass, but maybe
I mean,
have
if they want to.
maybe have like a bundle for them that we
Send 'em
mail them,
something.
or
So
because some people listen like 27,000 hours.
Well, doesn't it just say
I don't know.
1% or something, or 0.1?
yeah, it says like you're the top 0.1, but that's multiple people. That's not just one person.
How can we find the top? Does it show a top? I don't know.
I don't know.
We'll have to look into that, but we should do something special for them.
I like that idea.
Maybe they could compare their hours.
They start fighting and shit.
Yeah, I like that. So, you guys, thank you guys for being here. Thank y'all for helping us take over the world.
Mm-hmm. Thank you for being vertical, having ears, freaking tapping in, clicking for the baby girls week after week.
They do this for the baby girls every week.
Click.
Mm-hmm.
Use those fingers, dude.
Y'all are using those fingers. Even if you don't have fingers, you're using your nubs.
Mm-hmm.
You are. We see you. We love you. Thank you guys for being here.
Wait, you know my friend that has no arms? He has to use his nose to swipe.
Yeah. That would honestly, that doesn't sound like fun. We already have our noses in our phones. He really's got his in his phone.
Mm-hmm.
And that's not good for your eyes.
It can't be. He just goes like,
God.
yeah.
God bless him.
Yeah, God bless him. But love you. Don't forget to check out theviralpodcast.com and
merch. We got some merch.
Merch, baby.
Chima.
Come get the merch, baby.
Jamie,
And we're not getting it. Dusty Roads. We die.
Stop.
We can't stop laughing about that. Okay.
Watch last week's episode if you haven't.
Okay, love you guys. Call us in with some juicy shit. Our podcast phone number is 442-777-3331. And always remember that you are doing great.
You're looking good.
And what everybody else thinks.
Get ready. We're going